Hey Aries, this is your February 2017 love reading. I'm Dre, and yeah, thank you. Sorry. I always have like this plan of what to say, and then like as soon as it starts recording, I totally forget it. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, all of your likes, all of your subscribes. You guys have been amazing subscribing to my channel. I feel so blessed. All your lovely comments and everything. Like, I'm so excited to like start this whole journey with everybody and really turn this channel into something. Um, and so because of that, I will be doing readings now. Just email me. I'll leave my link in the description box and we can take it from there. Since I'm beginning this process, I don't have the time now to do live readings like I want to because I feel like that's important. So they will be discounted for all of February, if only because they will be pre-recorded. And so I feel like that's fair. Like, it's not interactive, but I'm still charging you for it. So it's like, at least I can discount it. So that way, like, it's like fair. Like, it makes me feel at ease. And then, like, I'll see how that goes and if I'm comfortable doing that. Because I honestly probably won't be able to do live readings until the summer because of classes and work and everything else. So I'll figure something out. I'm really just going with this because I don't know. I just want to do it. So yeah, this is going to be strictly love focused. I am using 3 decks in the main spread, and 1 additional deck for like love, whatever. It's a love reading, so I bought a love tarot deck, the Whispers of Love tarot deck, gorgeous deck. So I'll use that to like support the reading essentially, with more love messages to make it extra lovey-dovey for everybody. And so yeah, in the last reading, what I got the sense from every sign last reading, and even I noticed another reader on YouTube saying this, and it's totally true. Like, January was a dead zone. January was a point in time for everybody where it was like we were still letting go of the chaos that was in 2016. Especially you guys, Aries. You and the other cardinal signs, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn, you guys have been having a pretty rough couple of years if we can go back to 2015 with the Uranus-Pluto square where, I mean, that's like an ongoing, they're still squaring each other, but it's at a different phase now in its cycle. But nevertheless, it's still important because we have Uranus in Aries, and we also have Pluto in Capricorn. So there's like this energy of shifting and changing, and especially with this new moon in Aquarius, we're getting to a point now where things are starting to pick up again. Things are starting to feel new. Because with the full moon in Cancer last month, for me, that's sort of when the tempo changed in terms of what actions need to be taken, what needs to be, we were realizing things. Realizing things. Kylie Jenner said that last year, and it's like sort of a meme. And so it's sort of been in my head because that's what 2016 was. It was the year of realizing things. But I feel like that realization didn't really come to a head, or it didn't. Something about it didn't feel complete until that full moon in Cancer. And now with this new moon and all of these planets going direct, it's just like, okay, things are actually starting to pick up a little bit. Before I get into these cards, I will take an additional card from the Whispers of Love. So I was getting the sense for you, Aries, it was really a need to be not conciliatory, but like not really compromising, but being able to take hold of a situation in order to taking hold of yourself, and again, a lot of this is self-work too, taking a hold of what you hold dear and what you know about yourself to be true in order to help guide yourself through. I mainly saw a relationship, just mainly through these obstacles that were going on. And again, that was like a universal message for every sign. So, from the Whispers of Love, we have the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. Lovely cards, lovely cards. Okay, now I'll get into these cards here. The overall theme of these cards, of the Tarot of the Holy Light. I totally love this deck. I've been obsessed with this since I got it. We have the moon. In the center, we have the Six of Cups reversed. There are a lot of reversals here, but don't be scared because of that, guys. The Devil. King of Wands reversed. Six of Wands reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. Scorpio also got the Queen of Cups. Six of Cups reversed. I already said that, sorry. The Sun reversed. Nine of Swords reversed, which is actually really good. Three of Cups reversed. And the Ace of Cups, my favorite card in this deck. So beautiful. Okay, so despite all the reversals, Aries, I'm not getting a sense that this is all that bad. I'm really getting the sense that a lot of you, with this Devil upright, there is something that is really taking all of your focus, taking all of your attention, taking up all of your free time. And it might involve a water sign or somebody that you're involved with. It could be your mother. The Queen of Cups in this suit is ruled by Cancer, so some of you might know a Cancer. But I'm really getting the sense that you're ready to squash whatever this is, because I feel like there's like this long-standing hostility between you and somebody that you're with, or even you and some of your friends. Like, I'm just really getting the sense that there is a lot of disagreement. Wouldn't be the best word, but it's more like, again, hostility. There's just this sense that you are aware now, probably more than ever, that the person you're with or the people that you're involved with, like, let's say if you're a couple with somebody, but they talk about their ex too much, or they're always hanging out with people that you don't know, or that they're always trying to come up with an excuse for what they're doing and why they're doing what they're doing, and they're expecting you to just listen and and you've taken on that burden and you've decided to just take everything that they've said willingly. And you probably have been deceiving yourself in the process. But with this moon upright and this Devil upright, it's sort of like you're at it's so hard for me to just word things because I feel them, better than I can express them with words. But it's just that there's this tug of war, there's this push and pull between what your intuition is telling you, and fire signs, every sign is intuitive. It doesn't matter, if you have a lot of water or whatever in your chart, everybody's intuitive. It's just that with now, you are probably feeling this burden. You're feeling this. You're feeling all of the built up sort of stress and I guess worry dissatisfaction, discomfort that is coming because of this, and it's really affecting you in this relationship as well. It's really affecting how you are presenting yourself, because right now I'm getting the sense that there's a lot of arguing, or that there's a lot of pissing matches. Sorry to be so, I guess, weird with that, but that's sort of what I was getting at. The environment between you and your partner right now is, if it isn't competitive, it's just like exhausting. Excuse me, to the point to where it's hard for you to. You're not allowing yourself to feel the pleasure that should come naturally from this, and it's so interesting. I think Gemini had the Lovers here upright. I know Scorpio had the Ten of Pentacles here upright. You guys have the Ace of Cups here upright. It's really like, and maybe even Cancer had a really good card here too, but it's just that there is this desire, this unconscious desire within you to really feel that true love that you felt before in the past, that this person gave you. And it's like, I'm really getting the sense that I'm seeing a lot of, it's very sexual. You and this person, like, there's just this huge magnetic chemistry that, and you two are probably separated now, but you're probably talking again. The moon, there's things done under, what's done in the dark. So there's probably something secretive about this relationship with you and, between you and someone else. Maybe somebody's doing this behind your back, and that's what's causing you this anxiety, that you are aware that the other person is seeing somebody else, or that you are aware that, somebody is trying to poison the well of your relationship. And you find yourself in a position where you're just like, why can't things be like how they were? Why are things just so crazy right now? And I think you're getting to the bottom of that. You're trying to figure that out. When I see this Nine of Swords reversed, you've moved beyond this point of guilt tripping yourself, and you're probably in a state now where you're realizing that your attraction, or how you're dealing with this person, is probably unhealthy, or that you found out the source of who's been spreading these lies, or that you're in the process of uncovering it because you're tired of being anxious. You're just like, I don't care. I'm going through this. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, and that's what's been the main theme of Aries. Like, with the top of the month, January, and the mid-month, it's like you and the other fire signs, you guys are like bursting through these problems in a way that it's probably is upsetting you, is angering you. So I'm getting the sense that there's all this passion being put forth into either your work, or trying to solve a relationship, or trying to take a relationship to the next level. You guys are really putting your body and your soul into it. And I'm still getting that here now. But again, it's just there's this clarity. There's still some questions that are left unanswered. And I'm getting the sense that with this Three of Cups reversed, that you have to be more discerning. At least that's what this deck is about. Being a lot more discerning about who you choose to talk to, who is on your side and who isn't. And since there's Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, it's a love relationship, of course. So is your partner being totally honest with you? If your partner is raising your suspicions, or if you feel like that you just can't live without this person, that they are completing you, that's unhealthy behavior. So obviously this might be a codependent situation. But it's going to take you realizing that in order to figure out how you're going to get a hold of this. Maybe that was a message. Get that Nine of Swords out of here. All right, and at the bottom of this deck, we have the Page of Wands. Bottom of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, we have the Page of Wands. So it's there. You are ready to move on, or maybe there's a child involved. Like, I mean, there aren't that many pentacles here, but I could easily see a family since we have a king and a queen, and you're both reversed. So it's just that there's just this added tension there. I'll go through the cards. We have the Tower, Seven of Wands reverse, and the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords shows up twice, once upright, once reversed. The Queen of Cups reversed again. The Ace of Cups upright again. The Four of Wands. The Empress reverse. Four of Swords reverse. Six of Swords reverse. Three of Swords and the Two of Swords reverse. So now there are a lot of Swords energies, which is also what I got for Gemini, which for them was more an issue of trying to be able to figure out how to communicate their way out of the situation, but one that wouldn't be detrimental to their relationship, and one that, and in a sense, that would help move their relationship forward. For them, it was a problem of not saying what was on their mind. And for you guys, I'm getting similar things, except that I'm getting more of the sense that you guys are ready to just say what's going. You're ready to solve what's happening. Six of Swords reversed. That's like you're not moving out of the situation. You're still navigating your way through it. You're still trying to learn. There's still something you're trying to learn about this anxiety you're feeling. And I'm really getting the sense that it is involved directly with this person. Like if you are in a very codependent relationship with somebody, the sexual, the sexual intimacy is high. This is probably your soulmate. You feel like you've known them for lifetimes, but now things are totally different. If I can talk today, things are totally different, and you know that, you feel that. It's just that even the I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to say it, but it's just that, when you walk into a room and you can just get the energy of you feel the energy of the room. Like, even if you're walking into a room where there's drama that's happening, it doesn't affect you in any way. You don't really know the people, but you can still feel that, there's something off about how these people are communicating. It's sort of that's how it is in the relationship. Things have noticeably changed. Even if you guys are if you're with somebody, and you guys there's still passion there. It's the passion is different. The passion is soured. And it's driving you insane to the point where, well, not insane, probably a bit extreme, but it's making you feel like you're hitting your head up against the wall. And it's just where am I going? What are we doing? What is happening? And the entire relationship has changed because of that. Or it is changing. It's undergoing this destruction. And it's something that ultimately needs to happen. And this is where that anxiety is coming from. You don't want to let this person go. You can't let this person go. If you're not married to this person, if you're not living with this person, this is just somebody that fulfills you in terms of stability, and in terms of being an outlet for your love and a source of love. And you can't leave that, even though you know something is wrong. You know that there is this superficiality here. The Empress reverse. Both of you there's this magnetic attraction to both of you. You guys have probably started something together. Excuse me. I can even see this if you met somebody new and it was just intense. Just you guys have just been going at it like rabbits. Like, it's just that nobody knows you guys are together, but it's like you're trying to keep it a secret, and people are talking, but they're telling you that this person's probably bad for you, but it's just like you don't want to listen, even though you know full well that this isn't going anywhere fast, and you're probably trying to make something work that wasn't meant to work. If that's the case, that's if you're single, or if you're, same thing, and you're trying to. If you're single and you're not dating, you're probably looking for love in all the wrong places. That's another universal message I've been getting, where it's just that you have these unconscious wants and desires that are like old, desires that really need to be let go of. Like, if you want to be with somebody just because of status, or just because of how they look, or just because, of anything like that, superficial, you're not going to be satisfied. And for those of you that are in a relationship that's sort of predicated on that, sort of like, it's more sexual, there's hardly any communication, there's hardly any compromise, that's a relationship that needs to end. And I'm really getting the sense that you don't want it to end. That you want to try to make it work, but it's just at the same time, you can't, because there's something about this person, there's something about how they make you feel on the inside that's just like, I'm not totally comfortable with this. There's something here. Something's up, and you're trying to figure out what that is. It's important for you to reflect on the heartbreak, on this pain. Three of Swords, that this person caused you, or that somebody else in the past caused you. Because it's like you see the writing on the wall, you see where things are going, like, especially if you're single and you're just dating around and you meet this amazing person and they check off all the they check off some of the boxes, the boxes you're most concerned about. And it's just like, well, this person is the cure to my loneliness and all of that. It's important for you to actually ask yourself, is this what you want? Is this actually what you want? This person, he might just, or she might just be the same sort of person you've always dealt with, just like in a different disguise. This time they might drive a different car, or they might work in a different field, or they might express their asshole behavior just in a slightly different way. And then when that comes out, can you really be surprised that happened? Like, it's that sort of thing. Knowing our boundaries, knowing when, being aware of the lessons that have happened in our lives that have come before us. I think Cancer got that message. Not to make any foolhardy decisions, not to just leap into anything just because it feels good. I mean, it's always good if something feels good to just go ahead and do it, but it's also like, is it really serving you also in the process? Or are you just going to wind up hurting yourself again? We have, in the Hanson deck, we have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords reverse, and the Page of Wands again. We have the Hangman upright. I'll take all of these. There's 4. I usually take no more than 4. We have the 3 of Pentacles reverse, the 8 of Pentacles reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse, and the Empress reversed again. Four of Cups reverse. Five of Swords and the Queen of Wands. There's the Queen of Wands. Page of Cups. The Moon again. Seven of Swords reverse. And Justice. Eight of Swords. The Chariot. The Sun again, set upright. And the Devil reversed. And Temperance. Wow, so, and at the bottom of this deck we have the Seven of Wands reversed again. I mean, Seven of Wands reversed. I don't think it showed up. No, that's the only one. So, when it comes to, you don't want to make a decision regarding this person, or you don't want to start something new with this person, or somebody that you just met, because you don't want to feel their reaction. You don't want to have to deal with the BS that you know that they're going to give you, especially if you've dealt with this, if you're with this person, if you've been with this person for a long time. And it's like, but I'm getting the feeling that for some of you, you're probably, the lesson here is for you to get more comfortable with your power of communication, more comfortable with the fact that that there's something here that cannot be sustained, that you have the power and the ability to be able to either right this relationship or at least smooth things over, but also more so value yourself most. I'm really seeing you guys here in this Queen of Wands. That's sort of what you have to grow into, because you're probably still in this reverse King of Wands mode, where it's like you don't want to compromise. You probably dealt with this person's BS for so long. It's just like, you know what, you do you and I'm gonna do me. Like, and is that really a relationship? Is that really something that is beneficial for anybody? Especially if this is like a long-term thing. If you've dealt with this person for a while. For some of you, you might be getting pregnant, or you might be trying to get pregnant, or you're trying to start a family, or that's sort of the idea you have in mind. I'm seeing it more, especially if you're single. You're just like, you have so much love to give. You really want to pour your heart into somebody. And the lesson for you, those of you for that applies, just that you cannot make any foolish decisions. The Hangman in reverse. You want to gather more information about this, especially it's reversed here, and I'm feeling like it's calling to this Devil upright. So it's just that there's some of you that there are unconditional patterns, unconditional ways of, unconditional, is that the word? Conditioned patterns, conditioned ways of doing things that have sort of influenced how you view love, how you view family, how you view relationships. And it's just that there's a part of you that really needs to let some hurt and some pain in you go, because you're holding on to past resentment. Scorpio got a really similar message. So some of you might be dealing with the Scorpio. Their problem was the fact that they needed to sort of let more people in to heal them. For you, I'm seeing the opposite. You need to heal yourself from within so you can change your world around you. Because I'm seeing, like, at least, I don't think there's any pentacles here. Well, yeah, there's the 3 and the 8. So maybe money isn't a problem for you in the relationship, at least in terms of maintaining your household, or at least with trying to provide for your family. Excuse me, but justice here is like karma. This is the karma card. You can't allow yourself to be tricked or fooled into continuing unknowingly probably enabling somebody's behavior just because you feel like that's love or that's your duty or that's what you're supposed to do, and that's how love works. Because ultimately you might be putting more work into this relationship than necessary. You can't meet somebody halfway if they're not willing to meet you halfway. um so, and the Empress shows up in reverse here twice, so it's just that there is a false start, or there is a need to take off the blindfold and realize that what you have with this person is probably most likely could be superficial, or it could be you two are just playing house, where again you're trying to make something work, make something grow, make something last that isn't is it you know it isn't conducive to actual growth. There's nothing that's going to really come from it. um, and you have to get yourself out of this bind. You have the power to do that. I got the sense with every reading I've done so far, like moving into February, like especially like the latter half into March, depending on how long you've been dealing with whatever this anxiety or this, it's not really sadness. I mean, it could be, but it's more just it's this stifled sort of blocked energy. In order to move beyond that, it's going to take you to actually get real and analyze about your situation. It's amazing that I see the devil reversed here, because it's just that in order to really release yourself from this heartbreak, or release yourself from this feeling of not being able to commune with one other person or find that one that you truly want, it's going to take you actually reassessing your insecurities and reassessing your fears, reassessing all of that, so as to be able to, the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. It's all about transformation. The fives. It's all about you're trying to integrate all of the stressful aspects of yourself with this stressful aspects within, but stressful aspects without. The anxiety is without you and it's within you. And so, especially with this Temperance here, corralling, that's been like, I've used that word a lot for all these readings, but it's true. You're trying to gather, or at least blend and smooth down, sand away all of these edges when it comes to not being able to love somebody fully, expecting somebody to complete you, just this general dissatisfaction. And it's important to realize that we are the makers of our world. We attract the love that we feel like we deserve. We give out what we get in. I guess that makes sense. We give what we get. It's all sort of reciprocal, and Temperance shows that. So it's like if the well has been poisoned, if something is poisoning your stability, is poisoning your equilibrium, your harmony within you. It's important to dive within yourself to realize how you are contributing to that, as well as everybody around you, as well as the people in your immediate environment, as well as things that just don't make you happy anymore. So one more, or however many comes out. Scorpio got 3. We have 2. Romance. Lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. And we also have patience. Love is patient and kind. Always. So what I'm getting from these cards, especially if we go back to the first card, the heart of the matter, there is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. So that is essentially what I've been talking about most of the reading. It's just that if you feel like you are deserved a different kind of love, or that this person that you're with is just like a huge obstacle that you have to deal with, they're like, you're more like sparring partners than you are romantic partners, then something about that needs to change. Something about that isn't healthy or natural. And it all goes back to how you've been conditioned to feel about love. to feel about your sexuality, to feel about your role in a relationship. So all of that is important. Have patience. That sort of stressed what I was talking about at the end with temperance here, and with the Five of Cups reversed and the Five of Wands. It's sort of realizing that things are sort of tumultuous now, but it's all about that balance between having to stabilize your outer world as well as try to keep your inner world serene as well. And all of that is coming from your attachments to the past. All of that is emanating from this Six of Cups in reverse. This in this deck, it's more like, if I remember correctly, it's more like not feeling like you can't really enjoy yourself. Excuse me, because things just don't feel you haven't feel like you've well, I mean, I can't say it's more like a feeling. It's more like you haven't reached that sort of milestone of where you can just kick back, relax, and enjoy yourself, and just have it reminds me like a Sunday morning sort of card where it's like just a Sunday. It's just like you're chilling, you're relaxing. It's just like you don't have to work, you don't have to really do anything, but you're not allowing yourself to feel that way. And I really see a tie with this Three of Cups, which is in this deck more about the party's over and you're looking at everybody kind of with a side eye because somebody just took money out of your wallet and you're trying to figure out who stole the money, but everybody claims they don't know who took it, and it's just like, well, I thought I could trust all y'all. It's that sort of energy. And this last card, Romance, lavish the one with the love. Lavish the one you love with your personal attention and affection. That includes yourself. That doesn't just include somebody that doesn't deserve your love, somebody that you're just mainly sexually attracted to, somebody that can come in and out, that only sort of wants you when they need something, and you know what that is. Hotline Bling just came on in my head. It's more like that sort of relationship where somebody feels like they have the right to control you. Nobody has the right to control you. Nobody has the right to make you love them. Love is the best currency we have as humans with other humans. So it's just that we can be withholding or we can be forgiving, but it totally depends on how we feel about ourselves, what kind of worth we instill within ourselves. So that's the utmost importance in this reading. Love yourself first, but also realize that there's a lot of heartbreak here and there's a lot of anxiety that needs to be addressed, honestly. And you need to talk it out with your partner. And if they're not willing to listen to you, if they're not willing to help you or anything, are they worth being your partner at all? All right, Aries, so that's your reading for February 2017. Thank you guys so much. If you watched the whole video especially, I'm forever thankful for all of your likes, your subscribes, your comments. It means the world to me. I can't wait to see you guys next month. And until then, peace. I'm so corny.